Hi guys, and welcome back here to the Dev Realm, and we're gonna be carrying on our card slash turn game based raised. And so what we did in the last episode is that we created this drag and drop operation, right? But now we have to implement the drop, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. The drop part. So the drop part, it's so easy, really easy. Like you can follow that documentation in Real Games. It's really really good. Right, set up the drop part. You just have to implement this and that's it. You kind of go everything you need. But let's just go back here and let me explain you exactly how that works. Right, to do the drop part, what I like to do here, right, is that I like to create a new widget. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this widget here, and I'm just gonna create it as a widget controller. I'm going to call this WBP card drop area. Card drop box. Let's just go box. Perfect. Now what you need to do is that make sure you add a canvas, right? No, you need to add it from here. And you just drag and drop the canvas. That's it. So all you gotta do, make sure the visibility here, visibility is visible. That's all you have to do. Now this is where Unreal Engine is really amazing to do. Like all you have to do here is drag and drop that part here, right? So we call that the card drop box. We make sure it anchors right in the middle. And this is a technique that most of those games they use, like Hearthstone is one of examples. You just have to make the area that you want this to be able to drop, right? And now you go back to the here, you go back to that, you go to functions, and you do on drop. And that's it. That's all we gotta do. So now we just do print, we can press play, and we do hello, right? So one thing that we can do here that I forgot to do on the payload of the drag detect. So we have the default drag visual, but the payload is self, okay? I'm gonna explain you in a second what we're gonna do with this. Now that we're sending the payload as a self reference, look how cool is this. We get the drag and drop operation, get payload, and unfortunately in this case we have to cast, so we're gonna cast to card, although we can optimize this. Now we are casting this to card. Now what I can do is I can do something like remove from parent, and we can just go back here and make sure this is true. Compile and save. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Look at that. We are now controlling the card itself, and that's pretty much what we need for our game, right? Of course, there's a whole turn section that we have still to set up, but the cards part, you already done. Now, the next thing we are going to do here before we move to the next one, which is going to be the turn stuff, is just that we're going to find out a way to create cards. So we're going to spend some time building UI for this, all right? Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I see you in the next one.